Good evening. I'm Fox 11 meteorologist Audrey Leigh. Here's a look at the extended forecast for the next several days. What we have going on heading into Saturdays, looking at some scattered thunderstorms that can produce some heavier rainfall at times, but the heat and humidity will also continue into Saturday, bringing in also cooler weather by the time we get into Sunday, talking about less humidity and even drier weather heading into early next week. So that's what we can expect coming up, at least for tonight. If you're headed out to fireworks, we'll be looking at temperatures right around 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, low 80s, mostly clear skies. We'll continue with some partly cloudy skies during the overnight hours. Temperatures overnight will fall into the low 70s. By the time we get into tomorrow, still going to be talking about partly cloudy skies, at least during the morning hours. Once we get into the afternoon, expect cloud cover to increase along with showers and thunderstorms likely arriving after 3 o'clock here in northeast Wisconsin. Our severe weather index as of right now is going to remain on the low end, but we could bump that up to moderate for tomorrow afternoon as we see some of those thunderstorms pushing into the region. That could bring us some heavier rainfall and also a hail and a wind threat to the region. So as of right now, the muggy meter is going to continue to remain rather tropical. Pretty much air you can wear with those dew points in the low 70s for Saturday afternoon. Notice that drop in our muggy meter as we get into Sunday and Monday, bringing in more comfortable dew points. It's not going to feel quite as humid by the end of this holiday weekend. Now, still talking about those humidity levels, the dew points in the low 70s for tomorrow, giving us a heat index low to mid 90s. So what we've been feeling today should continue at least for tomorrow afternoon. Then that cold front we're actually tracking, bringing in scattered thunderstorms Saturday afternoon and evening is going to push out a lot of that humidity, where the heat index is definitely not going to be higher than air temperatures once we get into the end of the weekend. So here's that setup. Right now we have a warm front that lifted into the region overnight, bringing in all the heat and humidity for the 4th of July today. Behind that, we have a cold front that is going to swing in for tomorrow, triggering a lot of the cooler temperatures we see coming up in the forecast and also triggering those scattered thunderstorms. 3-day precipitation forecast is going to bring in some heavier rain with that system we're tracking on Saturday. So here's that future track. Again, talking about mostly clear skies for the start of tonight. Then we'll see clouds increase heading into Saturday afternoon. Temperatures will be in the upper 80s, low 90s. By the time we get into the 3 o'clock hour, we'll start seeing a line of thunderstorms pushing from out west, moving eastward. We should definitely see that closer to northeast Wisconsin right around 5 o'clock. Again, that can produce some heavier rainfall, some gusty winds and hail for the region. Severe weather outlook remains on that level 1 out of 5. So could be talking about some stronger thunderstorms with that system, maybe a brief severe thunderstorm that could pop up. Now, what's interesting is that can bring in some heavier rainfall. Looking right now, I'd say between 1 to 2 inches. I think 3 inches is definitely a little bit on the higher end, but again, those thunderstorms can produce some brief heavier rainfall in a short period of time, so be on the lookout for that. Tonight, a low of 73, partly cloudy. Once we get into tomorrow for Saturday, a high of 90, but feeling like 95 plus with lows with the humidity being so high, then scattered thunderstorms. Sunday should be drier, clouds clearing heading into the afternoon, less humid, a high of 80. The extended forecast does bring in temperatures sitting in the low 80s for much of next week. Could see another weather maker moving into Tuesday with some thunderstorms in the evening and nighttime hours. Otherwise, lots of drier days coming up ahead in that extended forecast. For right now, we're going to be sending it over to Marlo Lundak in downtown Green Bay, looking at the firework and 4th of July activities. Marlo?
Yeah, Audrey, thank you so much. Marlo Lundak here in downtown Green Bay. The 4th of July celebrations are well underway, and she talked about that heat and humidity. We can definitely feel it out here, but there is a nice breeze, and of course along the Fox River, it's not so bad. I'm joined now with Mary Rohde with On Broadway Incorporated. She's one of the organizers of this event. First of all, for people at home who maybe aren't here and don't know what's going on, where are we? What is this event?
This is Festival Foods Fire Over the Fox. We are right here in beautiful downtown Green Bay. This event takes place on both sides of the river here, so both in the Broadway district and the downtown district. Live music, great food, and of course the amazing fireworks show to come at 9:45 tonight.
So you were just telling me, we were talking about the music because this stage over here seems really loud, but you were telling me there are actually 5 different stages. Tell me about the types of music that we've got going on here.
Yeah, we have something for everyone, as we try to do with this event. We are so pleased for the entire community to come out. We try to provide music to suit all of them as well. So we have an awesome rock stage that we can hear behind us here. Also in Light Park is the kids stage. So some great magic shows and stuff going on for kiddos. In the Neville Museum parking lot, we have our Levitt Amp Green Bay Music Series stage. So original live music you'll hear there. And then we have our awesome Latin stage down here on the east side of the river, and on City Deck there is the Hagemeister Park stage as well, which has just a wide genre of music.
So there really is something for everybody here. And speaking of that, we are standing next to some food trucks. I'm being tempted by everything around here. You said we've got about 15 food trucks. So, am I right in that?
Come hungry. Yes, again, we try to have a flavor for everyone here as well. So right behind us here, we have some Jamaican food. We have kettle corn. We have pizza. We have literally just about anything you can imagine.
How long has this event been going on? I talked to a woman earlier who said she's been coming here every single year for 20 years with her family. I don't know if it's been going on longer than that. Tell me about the history of it.
Yeah, this event's truly been a staple here for the Green Bay community for many, many years. On Broadway, took over this event in around 2018, 2019, and we've been doing it ever since.
Is there anything maybe different about this year than years past? Is it bigger than in years past? Tell me about it.
You know, this is one of those events where you try to keep stuff somewhat the same, but at On Broadway we love to throw a few fun things in with all of our events, and this is certainly no different. So this year we have an expanded kids zone in Light Park. So along with the kids stage, there's an inflatable water slide, there's bounce houses. Some of the great interactive kids things that were in Light Park for Draft City Music Fest are still there. So a great place for families to hang out. The Latin stage, which used to be in Light Park, now got moved because it actually outgrew the space. So a large Latin crowd listening to great music down on the east side of the bridge. Gosh, I feel like that's maybe it for this year, but honestly, there's just so much fun and energy here with this event.
You said the inflatable water slide. That would feel really good right now, wouldn't it? It's really hot out here. Mary, is there anything else about this event today that I haven't asked you about that you think people at home should hear?
There's plenty of parking, so don't be shy about coming out to this event. As I mentioned, the fireworks will be at 9:45. Please leave your pets at home, as it is super hot today, but also no pets are allowed. But just come out, support the community, support these awesome small businesses that are here with us today, and come celebrate the 4th with us.
And then once again, the fireworks at 9:45 tonight, right? All right, Mary, thank you so much. And thank you guys for joining us. We will be live here in downtown Green Bay at Fox 11 News at 9 and at 10. We'll see you then. Thanks, guys.